Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. This is the Friday right before Memorial Day 2017, and I'm really excited to sit here with the beautiful Pamela Montalvo. She's been a good friend of mine, and she's also been a client for many years. And recently we inspired her here at Culture Estate in order to get her real estate license, and she passed it in a blink of an eye. Before I knew it, she already had her license, and she was here sitting in on our weekly meetings. So I want to ask Pam some questions about what brought her to this point in her life, what she plans to do with her license, and a little bit about her background so we know exactly what kind of people we have working here at Culture Estate. Now, Pamela has been in the airline industry for a long time. And when I first met her, she told me she was an airline stewardess, and I never really met another airline stewardess one-on-one, face-to-face, besides being on a plane. So I found it to be very interesting because when I was a kid, I wanted to be a pilot. So that kind of lifestyle was I was always very curious about. So I'll start off the conversation with Pamela, and I'll have her give us a little bit of background on how that airline industry was, how you got into it, and what led you to make a career change.
Well, I've been flying for 14 years, and it was kind of like I was very young. I guess I needed something to do, and I applied for customer service actually. And one thing led to the other. A friend of mine said, well, you know, airline hiring, you should try it. You seem like a good people person. And I went for it. You know, next thing you know, I was hired, shipped out in a plane for training, and that's how it started. Been doing it for 14 years.
Wow. Okay, so you started at an early age. You were 14 when you started.
22. Yeah, okay. I sorry.
So you were doing that for a long time, and I think there was a point in your career as a flight attendant where you felt you were probably meant to do other things, or you had a medical emergency too that I think occurred.
I had an accident actually, which shifted my life around basically. One day I was healthy, and then the next day I couldn't even move. I had some ear problems. I lost my hearing on one of my sides. Doctors were talking about declaring me half disabled because of it. I had therapy for it. It's been a long road of recovery that led to me suffering from vertigo attacks, which basically left me in bed with my head spinning all day. I couldn't do anything. So I had a lot of thinking. You know, that moment was like, okay, one day I was healthy, and then the next day you have no idea what's going to happen with your life. Like, is my other side going to leave and I'm going to be deaf and can't hear anything? Or what's going to happen with my family? Exactly. You know, I was so used to doing everything, and now I can't do anything. So basically I started looking for other options. You know, I had a lot of time on my back, so it was Googling and just looking for things to do. I started doing a lot of online business and selling stuff online. I became a pro at it too. You know, I still do it. You know, I still do a successful online business. But like I said, to me, it's just like trying different things. Never put all my eggs in one basket, because you just never know. That's what I learned. You just never know what's going to happen. So it's more of like shifting around to see what works out better or what I like more. I still love flying. You know, I like the people. It's a different lifestyle. But it's just more like a variety of things that I want to try.
Now you took a leave of absence from work, and I think now you're starting to see whether real estate is right for you or not. And you just got your license now, so we're going to start you off obviously with the marketing and prospecting and all those things, which you'll probably take to really easily because you know you already are very entrepreneurial, and it seems that you do marketing online as it is anyway now. So I want you to tell everyone that you're speaking to, that we're speaking in front of today, how it is, because you're a mother and you just had a newborn, correct? How it is to juggle all these things and still be a mother, still be a wife, still have all these things going on. I know that real estate is a business that commands a lot of time, but it is very flexible too. So how do you think that your lifestyle would change now as opposed to when you had the airline industry?
Well, if there's something that I actually learned was I was always very independent. It was always me, and I could do it all. My days usually started at 3 in the morning, and I wasn't in bed until like 11. So it was from juggling back then I only had one kid. It was juggling her to all her activities, to school, to work, doing dinner, cleaning the house and everything. One thing that I learned after my accident was that I had to ask for help and just try to rely, and just convey on people to help me. Because there was days where I just couldn't do everything. There was days where I just couldn't do nothing. So now I have a little one. He's just turned 4 months old 2 days ago. And it's even more difficult because he's still tiny, he still needs me. But like I said, I do have a lot of help. So if I need to leave, of course I can't rely 100%, on people always. But I coordinate. I'm one of those people that just, maps out the whole day. If I have to go somewhere, I'll delay or delegate whatever, and just make sure that my kids are taken care of first, and then I'll just bounce off. With this new lifestyle, of course, I'm gonna have to ask people to help me a little bit more, maybe because of, time-wise, maybe I have to be someplace, somewhere at certain time. But I'm starting, so I'm just gonna have to adjust and get used to it and ask for help. That's my main thing. My family, it's my big support, and whatever it is that I do, they're always backing me up in anything because they know I'll do the same for them.
You're very lucky to have those people in your life.
I really do.
Yeah.
I love them all, and they know it too.
That's amazing. So do you have a passion for real estate? Is it something you've always considered doing, or is it something you're just saying, you know what, I'll give it a shot?
You know what, I remember when I was house hunting with you, and you showed me all these properties, and I don't know if you remember, there was like this old house, and you walked me into, it was on Cherry Street in Elizabeth. Remember I wanted to, the first house you showed, that's how I met you. And I said, can I steal that? It was a kitchen, whatever. You said, no, you can't take it. But to me, it was never a matter of, oh, it has to be ready to walk in. To me, it was a matter of, I can fix this, make this my own home. So I guess I always had that view, even with the second house I purchased, I totally ripped it apart and did it my own. So I guess I'm that type of person, likes to build things her way. Right. I hate shopping. You will not find me at the mall unless I really have to. But you will find me in Home Depot, and you will find me in Lowe's just looking for stuff, which I know they think it's crazy, but because I'm a girl. But that's just the things I do. It's like I walk or I see a house and I'm like, oh my God, I could do so much with that house. And it's just like a vision that I have. I do watch a lot of Property Brothers too, because I just love them.
You got the book?
Yes. I mean, they're an inspiration too, just how they make it seem easy. And I know that with you, I look up to you. And I know there's like I had many options into starting real estate, even my school teacher said, come with me. And I said, no, I met this person years ago. And what I liked about him was that he was always honest. Yeah. And I like your honesty, and that's who I want to walk with. Somebody that's honest, somebody that I actually look up to. I just don't want to be here just to make money. To me, it's not about it. It's about helping others, and it's about learning. And I'm always learning. That's, I guess, it's just me.
Well, we're really excited to have you on board as well. Everyone here is a family, like we've always specified, and you're just another sister now in the group. But we're really excited in knowing where Pamela is going to be in the future. What do you foresee for yourself? Are you going to go the investor route? Are you going to be more in line with those type of clients? Are you going to work with first-time homebuyers? Or are you open to everything?
I'm really open to everything, but I do see myself investing. Like I said, I am that type of person that, you would just find me even on construction sites, because I do not hesitate, just to put some sweatpants on and just tear a wall down. I've done it. I'm good in painting. I hate sanding, but I'm good in painting. But I see myself investing. That's how, the time that I had on my own, it was just, I learned how to budget myself and, direct my money different wise, because it was a life lesson. One day I had a good job, good income, and then the next day it was struggling because that income wasn't there anymore. And dealing with the system itself was really, really hard. There was paperwork and stuff that needed to be filled out in order for me to be paid, the time that I was actually out. And in that meanwhile, it was hard, having a kid, and I just had, just bought the house, bought myself a new car. I was living life supposedly, and then everything turned around. So it was a life lesson, don't get comfortable. Always hustle out there and look for other ways to make your living, maybe not the rich kind of living, but just, you know, the basic living. You know, that's what I aim for. Yeah. You know, if whatever comes, you know, God will put it in my way and I will take advantage of it.
That's awesome. Well, we are definitely interested in seeing where this road is going to take you. And if anyone would like to get in touch with Pamela, you can reach her on our website at www.culture.estate, or you can reach her at our Culture Facebook page. Have a great day, guys, and take it easy. Enjoy your weekend. Good job, Pam.